Am I pretty? Oh, thank you. No, just kidding. I don't know. I just have this topic in my head about physical look. How do we perceive a pretty person? When do we say she's pretty or he's handsome? When we think about that word, we think physically. How do they look, right? But I think as I mature, I think that definition of pretty changes. Yeah, I think I look average. I'm not ugly, but I don't think I am that pretty. Or depends also where you are, because as we know by now, different nationalities or different people look at people, or they have their own perception of beauty. Like in other places they like skinny, in other places they like chubby, other places they like those with the flat boobs, like in Europe, or I don't know who, but yeah, or in Philippines or in other area they like it with boobies, big boobies, so it's really depends on who's looking, or depends on you. What's your perception of beauty, or what do you think is pretty? But I think, yeah, what I'm saying, I always have my videos impromptu. It's always direct from what's in my head. Anyway, I think I appreciate the uniqueness. People have different beauty wherever they are, whoever they are, whatever status they have in this life. When I look at the person, of course, first you would see, all of us, we have our prejudgment. Like when we see them for the first time, how they treat us, or how we communicate with them. It's not the same if we really get to know them. Sometimes some people you think, oh, she's a snob, or she's not that good looking. But then when you see them face to face, or you see them often, then you would realize, oh, she have nice eyes, that's where you would realize it. Yeah, funny because before, my skin color, or in the Philippines, my skin color is like, no, I don't want to be brown. I don't want to be brown. We want to be white in the Philippines, or yeah, that's why we have all whitening products, and our celebrities in the Philippines are mixed or have lighter skin. That's probably because, or that's the fact that most of us, or almost all of us, have brown skin in general. And we don't find it pretty with dark eyes, brown eyes, or dark eyes, black eyes. Yeah, when we see blue eyes or green eyes, we're like, oh, those are nice eyes, so that's why Filipinos wear contact lenses, colored contact lenses, just to have this feeling of, oh, I have a blue eyes, I have a green eyes, But funny because when I first had a vacation in Denmark, 2016, I was like covering myself. I don't want to be brown on the beach. I don't want to be brown. And then I see Danes, they're like, wanna all tan. And then I see some teenagers, or girls looking at me, like I felt like they're looking at my skin color. And I was like, it's so funny because in the Philippines, if you're a foreigner, it's normal people look at you. In Denmark, when I first came here, I also got those looks. And it's funny because, no, sorry, it's not funny, but it's my expression. That's funny. Well, yeah, when I move here, that's where I more appreciate myself, and more I find myself pretty, because now I'm not common anymore, or I don't, I see how I look differently from them. One time I was sitting in the meeting when I had my practicum as IT, and most of my colleagues are men, and then they're all blue eyes. I was like looking around, and I was like, now it's like I don't find it as pretty as before. When I was like, before, when I was in the Philippines, I don't see much blue eyes. Now I see it like, okay, blue eyes are very common, or some, because I'm here, right? And then they see me as like exotic, or I don't look the same as them because they have blue eyes and they have whiter skin. But I think those are just physical. I think the real beauty or pretty or real beauty of a person comes out, shines out with their personalities, with their characteristic, and how they are as a person. First, of course, we will see this physical look. And males, or whatever, females and males, I think both now are more like taking care of the way how they look. One time I was like, my boyfriend asked me, why do you want to look good? And I said, I want to look good, not because I want to attract more males to like me, but I want to look good for myself. If I feel good and I feel like I look good, then I will be like, you know, satisfied. I would feel like I'm comfortable to go out and look like this, you know. So that's why. But of course I don't, you know, just so funny because that's my expression again. You know, I hear people telling me like, oh, you're so pretty, when they look at my face, and I was like, really? It's like, I find others who's pretty, you know, like, I don't see myself as that pretty, but I'm okay, average. Yeah, but probably it's, you know, anyway, just when we have different ideals for male or for female. I know when a guy likes an Asian because the way they look at me. If they ignore me, that means, oh, he's for a Dane girl, or he's for other type. But if they have like second look or look at me differently, so I know, okay. When I was working in the airport, there was this guy who's like, the way he looks at me, I know, like, And then funny, because I saw his girlfriend who looks similar to me, who's also Asian. I don't know, from Philippines or from Vietnam maybe. But it's so funny because I could see it from his eyes that he's the type of guy who goes for Asian women, you know. So, but you know, nowadays it doesn't matter where you came from. If you like someone, the way they look, or their personalities, or that's your ideal girl or man, just go for it, you know. Don't think about how they look, because prettiness or physical look, it would fade when they grow old. I just realized with those tattoos I saw, like when they were young, and then when they get old, it doesn't look the same, right? So that's also us, you know. Our beauty will fade unless you have a lot of money. But still, surgeries like those plastic surgeries, if they're happy doing it, it's their money they're using. But I still believe or I still believe that God created us this way. There's a purpose for it, you know, I think, in my own opinion. Yeah, but just do whatever makes you happy and what makes you feel pretty, you know. So I have no judgment. I mean, I have my, all of us have been judged by the way we look, but yeah, it still depends on us how we present ourselves or how we are as a person. That shines, or that will show who we are, not just physical outlook or physical look. So good luck, feel pretty, bye bye.